morning, welcome to CATEX TV. My name is Frank Fortunato. Today is Thursday, October 24th, 2013. If you're listening on the radio and wish to watch, please go to www.catex.com. One of Britain's biggest insurance companies, Royal Sun Alliance, yesterday was the focus of takeover talk. The UK's biggest commercial insurer closed up about 4.5% on the stock market in England after newspapers were reporting that either Zurich Insurance from Switzerland or the Trieste, Italy-based Italian firm Generali were interested in taking over Royal Sun. Generali denied it had made any approach to Royal Sun. Zurich was unavailable for comment. Analysts were skeptical, but the stock still went up, saying that RSA would be an expensive acquisition for either company, which in fact it would be. It's a very big operation. Meanwhile, in Brussels right now, the leaders of Germany and France are meeting over American spying efforts, supposedly listening in on cell phone conversations of the German Chancellor Angela Merkel. In a regularly scheduled 2 days EU summit in Brussels, it seems as if the agenda was going to be dominated by American eavesdropping. Apparently, Chancellor Merkel called President Obama 2 days ago, very angrily asking whether or not it was true that the National Security Agency was in fact listening to her cell phone conversations. According to a White House spokesman, President Obama responded that he was not. There's no comment from the White House as to whether or not the Americans ever listened to Chancellor Merkel's phone conversations. French President Hollande and Chancellor Merkel are quite upset, as they should be. Meanwhile, yesterday in a civil court in New York City, a federal judge, a trial found the Bank of America guilty for fraud. This is for a program dubbed the Hustle that caused millions of dollars to federally backed mortgage finance arms Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac during the 2008 to 10 financial crisis. The verdict found the bank's countrywide financial unit liable and also determined that a former countrywide executive committed fraud while overseeing the loan origination program. BOA acquired Countrywide in 2008. The decision followed a month-long trial focused on evidence that the Countrywide program processed mortgage applications at high speed with little checking for fraud, misrepresentations, or other potential wrongdoing. It's an interesting story coming out of London so far. Insurance Insider is the only one who has it. Apparently, Tom Bolt, the Director of Performance Management at Lloyd's of London, is saying that the Aon-Lloyd sidecar partnership with Berkshire Hathaway has in fact been a positive move for Lloyd's. According to the story, Bolt is saying that figures show that more business has found its way into the Lloyd's market. Lancashire Re, which is a Bermuda-based reinsurer with offices in London, is apparently the lead insurer on a big oil rig loss that capsized and sank in July off the coast of Angola. The rig is the Saipem, S-A-I-P-E-M. According to analysts, Lancashire is expected to take a hit of up to $25 million for the rig. The rig is called the Perro Negro rig. It was under contract to Chevron and was owned by the Italian firm Enzi. The rig was built in 2009 in Indonesia and can drill up to a depth of 30,000 feet. Quite a sophisticated piece of equipment, but it's apparently now lost. The furious mayor of an area worst hit by Australia's brush fires is demanding an answer to a claim that he has that the military, the Australian military, was blamed to have started one of the huge blazes in Australia. One of the biggest and fiercest infernos is still burning. It has a perimeter of more than 180 miles. He believes, this is the mayor of Blue Mountains, Mark Greenhill, he believes that the fire was begun by the military in an ordnance exercise. He said, I would have hoped that on a day like that, which was a very dry day, a hot day with winds blowing, that the Australian military would have known that it wasn't a good time to be igniting bombs. That's certainly true. The Defense Department said it wasn't deliberate, it was a side effect of routine activity. It would appear clearly there was no intention to see fire start up and run as a result of that activity. There is no conspiracy here. That's very positive. The Australian military is not interested in starting brush fires in their own country. Last night, the Boston Red Sox defeated the St. Louis Cardinals in Game 1 of the World Series. If you were watching the game, you saw a lot of people wearing earmuffs and hats. It was freezing. That's the news for today. If we have any breaking news, we'll come back and tell you. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you.